Hey everybody, it's Dan with Sweet Smokie Joe again. And today we're doing something a little bit different. What are we doing? Let's get to it. So we're going to be doing some pulled pork today. It's going to what we like to call Sweet Smokie Joe pulled pork because it's going to have a little bit of sweetness to it, and you'll see as we go on. So we're going to go ahead and start with the Boston butt. It's been injected it already and been marinating in the refrigerator for about 18 hours. That's going to help soften it up from the inside out. So we'll go ahead and we'll get started with getting it prepped up and getting ready to put it out on the smoker. So come on. All right, so as you can see, this is it. I pulled it out of the refrigerator. I'm going to let it rest, just a little bit, kind of bring it up a little bit to some room temperature. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put a binder, or some call it a glue, to it. And then we're going to go ahead and finish it off with these two right here. Now, if you want to know what I use for my injection, you can check the description box below, and it'll let you know exactly what it is that I use. Of course, you can use your own thing. The thing is make sure that you get it good and injected inside. Now, one thing I do want to point out, on these right here, you're going to have this fat cap right here. You see this? Well, you don't want to remove this. You want to keep this on here, but what I would highly suggest doing is going and scoring it this way, and then I scored it back across this way. And that's going to help that fat render down. And we're going to do this on top when we put it into our smoker. So we want to go ahead and get that one done last. So without further ado, let me get a rag here. So as I said, went ahead and injected this with my injection. Now what I'm going to do as a binder is I'm going to go ahead, I traditionally use mustard, but since we are going after something that is a little sweeter, then we're going to go ahead, and I did 2 parts mustard and 1 part honey. We're going to use this as our binder, and we're just going to simply slather it all over here. Now what you see on top is from Sweet Smokie Joe's shop there at sweetsmokiejoe.com is going to be our hickory smoked peppercorns. Now I went ahead and just kind of grinded those on top after the injection when I put it in the refrigerator. This is going to give it just a little bit extra pop in there. And when we pull it apart, it should incorporate with the rest of the meat easily. So let me go ahead and finish this this binder. Again, 2 parts mustard, 1 part honey, and then I'll be right back with you. So as you can see, we already have our binder on here with the mustard and the honey. So what we're going to do first is we're going to hit it with the base layer of our beef and pork rub. What is it? That's right, award-winning beef and pork rub. We're going to hit it with this first, and we're going to hit it with just we'll just say like a medium layer. This is going to be our base layer. Now this is going to come into play later as we get ready to pull the pork apart. But for right now, we're just going to go ahead and hit it with a nice little medium layer of this beef and pork rub from, of course, Sweet Smokie Joe. So I'll be right back. All right, so as you can see, we got our base layer of our beef and pork on here. That's going to absolutely make it beautiful. So since we are going for more of a sweet pull, we're going to come back with our honey chipotle. Now, honey chipotle is going to add a little bit of that sweet and just a little touch of that heat to it. Plus, the missus, she absolutely loves it. So we're going to come back here. We're going to do just a little light dusting of the honey chipotle, because we want that honey that's inside here, we want that stuff to really get in there, get melted really, really good. And then to be able just to add that extra little layer of flavor. So like I said, just a little light dusting of that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to flip this little girl over right here, and we're going to do the other side just the same way. Remember, 2 parts mustard, 1 part honey. We're going to go ahead and baste the other side as well. We're going to hit it with the dusting of the beef and pork, and we're going to come back and we're going to hit it with the honey chipotle. All right, so then when we get outside, then we'll be ready to go ahead and put it on the grill. So meet you out the grill. Okay, everybody, so I just put it in here. I'm using my Master-Built electric smokehouse cooker. The thing is, it doesn't matter what you have, as long as it's something you like to cook on, that's all that matters. So we're going to put the Boston butt in here, and we will check on it in about 2 hours. All right, so it's been about 2 hours in the smoker. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and just give it a little bit of spritz. It's, apple juice, apple cider, whatever you want to spritz it with. So we're going to give it a little bit spritz and let it go for about another hour. We're going to do this for 2 more times for a total of 4 hours. All right, so this is what happened. So about 2 a.m., after about 9 hours, it was finally over with and done. Turned out wonderful, as you can see here. But unfortunately, my video, I guess, or whatever happened, didn't happen. But trust me, it turned out well. 230 degrees for 2 hours, spritz, an hour, spritz, an hour, spritz. Brought it inside, wrapped it in foil, probed it. When the inside got up to 200 degrees, it's when it pulled it off, put some Cypress Bayou sweet barbecue sauce on it, as you can see here. And some extra honey chipotle, as well as some extra beef and pork. Let it rest for about 45 minutes or so. Took 2 forks, pulled it apart, and it just turned out absolutely wonderful. Of course, it's all pulled apart. Most of it's gone to neighbors and friends. And we kept a little for ourselves. But trust me. Hey, thanks for watching my video. At least the pulled pork turned out much better than the video did. Look me up on Facebook, Sweet Smokie Joe. Like my page. Also, continue to spread out these videos as we're trying to get our name out there. And look at us on Twitter as well as Instagram. So, anyway, Sweet Smokie Joe and pulled pork butt. How about that?